Let's look at the guided practice together. If you notice, at the very top of this guided practice, they have an example. That you've got examples in your notebook, and you've got the example at the top of the page to help you if you get stuck. Remember, in math, visualizing is key to understanding. So, drawing a picture, using manipulatives, all of those sorts of things help you gain a deeper understanding of the problem. And it's not just getting the right answer that matters, it's also the process that you use to solve the problem that matters. So in math, we visualize. And so the first thing I'm going to do is actually activate my pencil. So if I look here, it says 48 divided by 4. So I am actually going to draw a picture. I'm going to draw a box and I am dividing by 4. So I know that my my divisor is like a factor in a multiplication problem. Now I have a total of 48, and I'm going to be dividing that up using mental math or numbers that are easy for me to multiply by. And so the first one I think of is 40, because 40 and 4 are very compatible. 4 times 10 equals 40. So when I'm going through and looking at this problem, if I want to solve it the way that they've drawn it, which you don't have to solve it this way, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Since I have 40 here, I'm going to say minus 40. And I might make my pencil a little thinner because I think it's a little too thick. And when I subtract that, I get 8. And remember, I said 4 times 10. So I'm timesing 4 by 10. I could even write this here. 4 times 10. And then I could write up here 10. Just, I'm basically working backwards with my area model to find this missing factor. I'm missing the factor. I have the total, because it's a division problem, and I have one of my factors, or my divisor. I don't know my dividend. Okay, I have 8 left. Now I have to think to myself, what times 4 equals 8? Well, I happen to know that 4 times 2 equals 8. So this other part up here, this missing part of my factor, is 8. So my next partial quotient is 8. Oops. So when I minus that, repeated addition, I get 0. So I write my 2 down. The final step, like in our video that we watched earlier, is I have to add my partial quotients. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. So my quotient is 12. I can check this problem by using multiplication. 12 times 4, and when I solve that, I get 2 times 4 is 8, 4 times 1 is 4. I get my dividend of 48. So there is one of the problems for guided practice. Remember, visualizing is key to helping you solve the problem. Let's try another problem together. 9 divided into 153. So I'm just going to draw my line here, and I'm also going to draw my area model, remembering that I'm working backwards. The first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to use a number that I know. I could say estimate 9 times 10. So I'm going to start with 9 times 10, which is 90. I know 9 times 10. So I'm going to write over here 9. 9 times 10 is 90. So then when I subtract minus 90, I'm going to get 63. And I know my little handy dandy trick with my 9. So I know that 7, so I have 63 left here. And I know that 7 times 9, oops, wait a second. I wrote my 3 backwards. Sorry about that. 63. I know that that is 7. And remember, this is basically backwards thinking for area model, starting with the total in the middle. So then I'm going to say I'm subtracting my second partial quotient. I get 0, which is my goal. So the numbers I have here are 10 and 7. So I add those together and I get 17. So my final quotient is 17. I can check my quotient with the opposite operation of multiplication. So 17 times 9, I can use to check it. 17 times 9. Well, 63, 7, oops, let me erase my mistake. And notice how everyone makes mistakes. Teachers make mistakes, students make mistakes, mathematicians make mistakes. So if I make a mistake, I just erase it. And I'm proud of myself for noticing it. So 7 times 9 is 63. I write my ones down and then I regroup my 6 tens. 1 times 9 is 9, plus my regrouped 6 is 15. Look at me. I noticed my mistake. I corrected myself, and I know that I have the correct quotient because when I multiplied, I got the dividend. Good luck. Remember, you're going to make mistakes. That's part of math. That's how our brain works, and that's the important part of risk taking. So, good luck with division. And remember, let's think back to our learning target. Our learning target was I can use strategies and algorithms. We're using the partial division or partial quotient algorithm is basically what you could call that. And we used the area model. That's a strategy, including the standard algorithm to divide up to a 4-digit dividend by a 1-digit divisor. Good luck with your basic practice that you're about to try, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.